Before we move on to post, we saw that we're actually returning multiple results. So what we can do is we can loop through all those results. So just as we did with jQuery, we could do that with JavaScript. And because we don't have all of that added functionality, we need to build it out using JavaScript, which is, of course, very possible as well. So let's do that. So let's do a for. We can do a for loop, number of different ways to do this. So we could do for variable x equals 0 and loop while x. And this is where we need to get all that information, or we can simplify this. So maybe let's simplify this into another variable, and we'll call it people, because we've got more than one, and we're going to loop through while we've got the length of people. So just as we would any kind of other loop, and we've got to increment x. So now we're ready to update. And just as we did with jQuery, we can take, let's HTML and results, and close that one off. So let's increment or add to HTML. So we've got people, and we know that this is an array. So we can get people X and people X. And let's also add in a line break here at the end. So our HTML looks nice. So there we go. So let's try this out. 2 dots, and all we need is that one there. So just let's refresh, try that again. So there we go. So we're listing out all of the people, and every time we're clicking it, of course, we're getting a different random list. And we also had a whole bunch more information that we could have got from that API as well. So if we go back to that API, we can see that the random users, so we're getting the name here, but we can also get location, we can get email, we can even get picture. So maybe let's output that one as well. So while we're outputting a lot of data on these users, let's do another one here where let's add image source, and for the source of the image, this is where we get that dynamic value. And let's update that. So this is people X. So keeping that same format, and we need picture this time. And let's do thumbnail. And go back out to our results, hit submit. So there we go. So we're getting the images this time as well. So go ahead and try this out for yourself. You can also try it out with some of the different APIs that we've looked at, and get some practice using Aquios as your AJAX engine in order to pull back some data from an API. And next, as promised, we are going to look at post.